What do you feel like was the hardest thing you had to learn doing monitors?
Uh, Learning how to properly communicate with people that don't really understand audio fully,
Hmm.
because a lot of times, coming from also from a musician background, is like in the moment you'll be playing and you'll hear something and you're like, oh, I want that changed, but they don't know what that exact thing is. For example, with a singer, they may be like, hey, I want more volume, and you give them more volume, and maybe that's not it. Maybe it's something to do with the compressor or how you have his mix or her mix balanced. So it's I would say the communication part for me was the big one, and I feel like that's a pretty generic answer for monitors, but it truly is was a thing for me.
No, I mean, you're right. It's tough, especially dealing with different people as well and different communication
Yeah.
styles as well. It can be very tough with it.
It is, but and thankfully, like with these guys, they're so easy, man. They're some of the best people to work for, and they're very forgiving, if I can say that. It's one of those things that they understand kind of the behind the scenes of it all and what it takes, and like RF, which is a whole nother discussion. So they're very patient with me, with each other, and so it makes it easier. Some other bands I've worked for, or just like, hey, I want this now, or I'm like, okay, well, explain to me what you want now, that kind of thing. And so some bands understand things and know how to communicate better, some don't, so it's just kind of depending on who you work for and things like that.